Have you ever prayed so hard for something that you were actually angry when God didn't give it to you? You fasted, you cried, you begged. You couldn't understand why heaven was silent, why the door stayed closed, why the relationship fell apart, why the opportunity disappeared, why the deal didn't happen, why the person walked away. And what if I told you the greatest blessing in your life may be a prayer God refused to answer? Because some people spend years asking God to bless what He is desperately trying to save them from. Think about that. The most dangerous door in your life may be the one you're praying God will open. Because not every open door is from God, and not everything that glitters is gold. The enemy understands something most people don't. If he showed you the ending, you would never take the first step. If Eve had seen the pain that fruit would bring, she never would have touched it. If Samson had seen the destruction waiting behind Delilah, he would have run. If Judas had seen where those 30 pieces of silver would lead, he never would have reached for them. But that's not how traps work. Traps never introduce themselves as traps. They introduce themselves as blessings, as opportunities, as breakthroughs, as answered prayers, as exactly what you've been waiting for. The enemy does not tempt you with what you hate. He tempts you with what you want. That's why discernment is so important, because what destroys you will rarely arrive looking dangerous. It will arrive looking desirable. It will arrive looking exciting. It will arrive looking perfect. And that's where people get hurt. Not because they wanted evil, but because they mistook temptation for favor. They mistook attraction for confirmation. They mistook opportunity for God's will. How many people are living with regrets because they chased what looked good instead of seeking what was God? How many relationships began with excitement and ended with devastation? How many opportunities looked like success but ended up stealing years? How many people walked through a door they begged for, only to spend years trying to recover from what was behind it? Because a trap doesn't have to look bad. A trap only has to look better than obedience. Read that again. A trap only has to look better than obedience. Better than waiting. Better than trusting God. Better than being patient. Better than doing things His way. The devil doesn't need to destroy your life overnight. He just needs to pull you one step away from God's direction. One compromise, one conversation, one decision, one relationship, one shortcut. And little by little, you wake up somewhere you never planned to be. Far from your purpose, far from your peace, far from God's best. That's why some of God's greatest blessings come disguised as closed doors. Sometimes God says no because He sees what you don't. He sees the betrayal coming. He sees the heartbreak coming. He sees the compromise coming. He sees the addiction coming. He sees the distraction coming. He sees the future you cannot see. And because He loves you, He refuses to let you have what would destroy you. But in the moment, it doesn't feel like love. It feels like rejection. It feels like disappointment. It feels like God is ignoring you. It feels like everyone else is moving forward while you're being held back. But years later, you look back and realize something. God wasn't punishing you. He was protecting you. That closed door saved you. That unanswered prayer saved you. That delay saved you. That loss saved you. The thing you cried over was the thing that would have broken you. And suddenly, what looked like rejection becomes one of the greatest acts of love you've ever experienced. Maybe you're standing in front of a door right now, a relationship, a business opportunity, a career move, a friendship, a temptation, and everything about it looks right. Everyone is telling you to do it. Everything inside you wants it. But before you take another step, ask yourself one question. Have I asked God what He thinks? Not what my emotions think, not what my friends think, not what social media thinks. What does God think? Because feelings can lie, desire can lie, attraction can lie, but God never lies. And one prayer can save years of regret. One moment of obedience can save a lifetime of pain. One act of discernment can protect your entire future. One closed door can be worth more than 100 open ones. One day you may thank God for every door He opened, but you may thank Him even more for the doors He locked. Because some doors lead to purpose. Some doors lead to destruction. And the terrifying part is this: from the outside, they often look exactly the same. So the next time a door opens, don't ask first if it's exciting. Don't ask first if it's profitable. Don't ask first if it's what you want. Ask this: Lord, is this from you? Because not every open door is from God. Not every opportunity is a blessing. Not everything that glitters is gold. And sometimes the thing you call an answer, God calls a trap.